Alright, so in this video I'm taking a look at a car holder from Humixx. First, a couple of images will give you a little bit of detail about this, and then we'll take a look at what's inside and see how well it works. Alright, so we're taking a look at this phone holder from Humixx. This is the actual box that it comes in, and someone decided to put a sticker right over the front so you can't really see the picture. Alright, so included with this is a little user guide or a user manual. It's actually quite a lot of information for something that's very simple to use, but yeah, it is what it is. You have this, which I kind of like the design of this. I don't like these personally. This is a clip to put it on the vent on your car, and that's going to be good because you don't have to worry about having a flat surface, or if you don't want to stick it on your window, your phone on your window, on your windshield. If your dash somehow is not accommodating for a phone mount, not a good surface. Now they do include another piece that I'll show you here in a moment. It's a little disc right here, but that may even not work depending upon your dash. There's just some dashes, like I have a cloth dash, so it wouldn't matter at all because of the cloth design. It's from the factory that way. I wouldn't be able to stick anything onto the dash personally. So windshield is, an option, or vents. But my vents are also very unique and not accommodating for most of these. This one, it may fit a little bit, but I don't like it. The reason is your phone is getting blasted with cold air, which isn't too bad during the summer, but in the winter it's going to be blasted with hot air, and phones already overheat. If you're using it for GPS and the phone is already on, then it's going to be not so good for the battery. Also, if you're charging, because the battery's going to be warm and the phone's going to be warm, and then you're introducing additional heat from the heater. So I don't personally like these. It's up to you whether you do it or not, but I like the design on this particular one. If you just twist, it clamps shut, so I like that. Some of them are just like a spring tension, and they don't really hold very well in some cases for some phones, for some people, depending on the vent, really. So there's that. That was a little bit long, but I wanted to make sure you understand why I don't use this and how it works, because it is kind of cool how it works. Alright, so back to this. There's a little bag this comes in, and a little information on how to use it. But basically you just have a very smooth, flat, shiny surface, and it's got two-sided tape on the back. So if you have a dash that perhaps doesn't have the best flatness to it, because most have a texture of some sort, this would be basically used for that, so long as the actual adhesive can adhere to that. Once you affix the actual mount to this, however, keep in mind that you'll have to be careful not to pull this up from the dash. So you'll want to be careful using the little tab right here and carefully prying this off of this, because this thing has tremendous adhesion, and you don't want to pull this off because you have to replace the tape. Alright, so it comes disassembled like this, but assembly is easy enough. You just take this off, stick that on the end, pop that on, and screw that down. Now obviously you'll get it as tight as you want depending upon the adjustment that you want, which is fine. Alright, so this part here on the bottom, up and down according to how you want your phone to sit, how big your phone is. There are rubber portions on it, here on the back and on both arms, and that's going to mean no damage or anything for your actual device. You don't have to worry about scratching it and everything else. The sides here on the arms are both textured, so when you go to squeeze that, you have a nice little grippy area, and there's buttons on both sides. So if you push this, you have that sort of slow release. You can see it opens up. This is rated for 4 to 7 inch phones, like that. And if you check out the images at the first part of the video, you can double check for the thickness to see if you think your phone's gonna fit. You can measure your phone, and based off that measurement on the picture, you can determine if it's going to fit your phone or not, because you may have a case or something that could potentially pose a problem. But I do like that it has that little slow open aspect, which is nice. Obviously, you can rotate this horizontal or landscape, whichever one you prefer, and adjust it all the way around in different ways. So anyway, this portion here, you can loosen that up, extend that out. So if you were to have this on the dash further away, needed it a little closer to you, or what have you, or on the windshield, because you could always flip this upside down and put it on the window, do that as well. And then adjust that out, lock it into place just by screwing that down. You also have, of course, this here, so you can adjust that way, or if you have it on the windshield, you can get the angle for your windshield appropriate to your windshield. Alright, and then of course you just lock that down. On the back side, you have the release mechanism for the suction cup, so when you squeeze that down, it's going to adhere to the surface, and if you pop that up, it's going to come off. This has a sticky gel type consistency, so similar to like a fly paper, for example. And this is rated at being able to hold up to 52 pounds, which is quite impressive. So between the suction cup itself, which is actually sort of a softer silicone, it's not as hard as some of the rubber types in one way I felt, so that's pretty interesting. But the great thing is you can use this, well, you can use it out in the car if you wanted to, but you could also use it right on your desk and just stick it on your desk. That's a not so quick overview of all the different aspects this has to offer. So I guess we'll take it out and stick it in the car. For me, of course, in the windshield setup, and see what it looks like, and you can decide if it's something you might like. And you can find out more by checking out the link below the video. Otherwise, I'll show it in the car right quick, and we will see how sturdy it is. Now, I can tell you that the phone itself, as you can see, even the Note 9 with the SUP case, the Unicorn Beetle Pro, which is a rugged case, screen protector, built right in, everything, makes it a heavier and thicker device, and it's just, it's solidly in there. So it definitely holds that portion, no problem. It's just really a matter of the suction cup and how well it can do. And once it's extended out, of course, that's going to be the longer leverage, causing the most pull on the suction cup. Alright, that's enough. Check it out in the car right quick. Thanks for watching. Alright, let's take a quick look at the installation. So, obviously going to remove the little clear protective cover. I don't know how well you can see it, but this is the cloth dash I was talking about. So, can't really do anything there, and these vents aren't really designed to take those clips. They're usually designed for thinner. These are very thick, so may not work. Got our little lever open, and we're gonna pick a spot, push the suction cup against the window, and push the little clip. So now I'm not be driving off-road, and it's hard to film while driving, so instead of doing that, we'll just simulate a lot of movement. And if your phone is taking that much movement that aggressively, then you definitely drive on a lot worse road than I do. But anyway, that gives you an idea. You can see I can reach out and touch it without having to worry too much about it. I got to extend it at the fullest amount. And obviously, depending upon the slope of your windshield, how close or how far away it'll be and where you decide to mount it. But, this is just a central area right now. Kind of choose whatever fits for you. Anyway, that shows you what to expect and how aggressively, you could drive without worrying about your phone going anywhere. Yeah. Again, check out the link below. Thanks for watching.